Hi everyone, welcome back. It's time to do my quarterly favorites. So today I'm going to be talking about everything that I've been loving during spring. I'm planning to do these 4 times throughout the year, so I already have my first favorites up from earlier this year, and now this is going to be my second one. And these are the products that I've truly been loving and using during the past 12 weeks. Yeah, 12 weeks. A lot of people do monthly favorites, but I just feel like a month isn't enough time for me to really know if I like a product or not, because I just like to test products out for a very long period of time, and I'm very loyal to the products that I use, so it really does take a long time for me to determine if this product is worth recommending to you guys. So I hope you guys know that the products that are in this video are tried and true favorites of mine, and yeah, let's get into it. So starting off with makeup, the first product I want to talk to you guys about is this Makeup Forever HD Skin Full Cover Concealer. I love this concealer so much, and I've been reaching for it a ton lately because it's just such a lightweight consistency. So it feels very, very light and undetectable on the skin, but it blends away so easily while still adding coverage, and it really just makes your skin look super evened out without making it look like you're wearing a ton of makeup. So this is the concealer that I have on today under my eyes. I also have this in a darker shade, and that shade is what I like to do like around my face, especially when I'm a little bit more tan like now. So I like to use this under my eyes, but I also like to use this as an all over face base. I'll just put on my usual skin prep and then dot this around my face and then blend it out with a brush, and just like a thin layer of this evens out any redness and discoloration from my skin. Moving on to blush, I have 2 favorites, and I've talked about one of them a lot already on this channel, and this is the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks Blush Stick. The shade that I have here today is the shade Chouchette, and it's the perfect neutral baby pink shade. It looks very natural on the skin. It's not what I have on my cheeks today, but I would say the effect is quite similar, but maybe a little bit more pink. What I have on today is the Haus Labs Glassy Ginger Blush Stick. This formula has a nice satin natural finish, so it's not glowy, it's not matte, it's a nice in between, so it really just looks like the natural texture of your skin. One thing that makes this blush stand out to me compared to other similar textured blush sticks is that this is a very blurring formula. It doesn't pick up any texture, it doesn't accentuate pores, so I feel like if you have more finicky skin, this is a really great blush stick to try out. You can definitely build up the pigmentation of these blushes. I would say that they're pretty pigmented. I just need a little bit on my cheeks. I just blend it out and it looks like the perfect flush of color on your cheeks. These are expensive, but I definitely feel like the formula is worth it because they are very long lasting on the skin as well. Next, we have a newer launch that I've been testing out for several weeks in a row now. This is the Lisa Eldridge Velatura Balm Dewy Lip and Cheek Stick in the shade Rose Madder. I've already used this in 1 or 2 of my most recent videos, I think, and I've also featured this a ton on my Instagram. I love Lisa Eldridge as a brand, as a makeup artist, but the products that she comes out with are just so innovative, and I feel like there's definitely a lot of thought that goes behind it. She's not just launching products for the sake of launching products. This blush stick is pretty much what I love about the Haus Labs Glossy Balm Sticks. They're just a nice sheer balm that adds the perfect amount of sheer color to the cheeks while still having a nice glow. I would say the finish of these sticks aren't as glossy as the Haus Labs one, but this makes it really nice for using on the lips as well, because I just like to use this as almost like a satin lipstick. Like, it just adds a nice sheer amount of color to the lips. I love using this on the cheeks. This shade in particular just makes it look like you have this really nice deep berry flush on the cheeks, and it's pretty much the effect of me going to the gym. Like, it just gives me that very fresh, youthful look to my skin, and I have been loving this a lot. Now, moving on to the eyes, I have one favorite I really want to talk to you guys about, which is the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil. This is in the shade Limitless Brown. It's an eyeliner that I've been reaching for a lot, and I honestly stopped using gel pencils for a really long time because a lot of them just smudge on me and they always transfer to my lower lash line, making me look like a panda pretty much at the end of the day, and that's not a look that I'm going for. So I was only using my Judy Doll one. That's honestly a really great pencil and very affordable, but I would say the shade range isn't very extensive. I love using a colored eyeliner, and the Makeup Forever pencils come in a really nice range of shades. They have some metallic shades, they have some matte shades. There's just so many options to choose from this line. These are really great eye pencils that just don't smudge on me, and a lot of Western brands smudge on me for some reason under my eyes. They just aren't that long lasting, but this is truly a very long lasting formula. I'm pretty sure artistic swimmers, like at the Olympics, they use these formulas to, you know, do their eyeliner and eye makeup because they actually just don't smudge and they last a really long time. Now moving on to the lips, my favorite makeup category. Starting off with lip liner, I'm gonna talk about the one that I have on my lips today. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Cosmic Anywhere Caffeine. So the brand recently came out with these cosmic liners, which is basically a shimmer slash metallic version of their regular Artist Color pencils. And this shade is so beautiful. It's pretty much the exact same shade as their Anywhere Caffeine classic pencil, but this one just has a little bit of like a luminous finish. And I know that sounds kind of weird to like line your lips with a luminous lip liner, but it really does just make the lip liner look more natural. When I first tried this on at the PR event that I was invited to, the makeup artist used it on me, and I was honestly a little worried because I didn't want to have like frosty lips. That's just not a look that I like on myself. And I actually ended up really liking the way that it looked on me because there was just something about the luminosity of the formula and the shade that just made my lips look a little bit more pouty. And especially if you blur out the edges a little bit with your finger after applying it, it just creates the most luminous, sheer looking lip liner to contour your lips with. And yeah, I've just been using this a lot. I feel like it's so versatile. And the last lip product I want to talk about are the YSL Candy Glaze lipsticks. I have two shades here that I've been loving. One is the clear shade. I love this one so much. I always have this in my handbag. I will keep this wherever I go because it's just the perfect clear glossy lipstick. It's just the perfect clear gloss to just put on top of any other lip color, and it just makes your lips look super plump and super pouty. Even though it's in lipstick packaging, the effect that it gives to your lips is pretty much a lip gloss. And the other shade that I've been loving is the shade number 44, which is this baby milky pink color. I usually don't gravitate towards these kinds of colors on my lips because something that's really milky can make me look very washed out. But this paired with a nice lip liner, like the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil, it just gives you such a nice sheer pinky glossy lip. So yeah, I've been reaching for these balms a lot. The last makeup product I want to talk about is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. This is the travel size, and this is the one that I've been taking with me on all of my trips so far this year. I've been loving this so much for keeping my makeup in place throughout the day, especially while I'm traveling. I'm probably not going to be touching up my makeup. I'm going to be out all day, you know, going out and like exploring wherever I am. This spray not only keeps my makeup in place, but it also blurs my skin and keeps me looking matte for a longer period of time. I wouldn't say that this keeps me matte all day because naturally I have combination skin. The oils in my skin will come through eventually, but this really just delays the oils from coming through, and by the time the oils are coming through, it's like the end of the day, it's dinner or whatever, and I'm fine with it. The mister on this spray is also super, super fine. It's a very, very fine mist, and it just coats my skin and sets everything in place. So this is a big, big favorite, and I'll definitely be using this throughout the entire summer. Okay, moving on to my last beauty favorite. We have this Kopari Golden Amber Sun Shield Body Glow Sunscreen SPF 30. I've used so much of this product, and I just had to talk about it because I don't think I've ever mentioned this on my Instagram or on my YouTube. This is this beautiful body oil that has SPF 30 in it, so it protects you from the sun. I took this with me on my Maldives trip, and I used it all the time, especially at night when I wanted to take some nice flash photos. This just really helps to give you that sheen on the skin to make it look like you're really just glowing. It's a very lightweight formula, but if you use too much, it can get a little bit sticky and you might feel like your hair is like sticking to your skin and stuff. But if you do a very thin layer of this on the skin, It's not sticky at all. It just sinks right in. I just love the golden glow that it gives my skin. I didn't use this when I was snorkeling or at the beach when I was in the Maldives because I needed something way more heavy duty to keep me protected from the sun, because I definitely feel like I would have burned if I used this as my only sunscreen. But I use this more at night or like around sunset when there was still a little bit of sun, but I didn't need like crazy protection. So this is just a really great body oil. If you want your skin to look super glowy and soft and sculpted, I feel like this body oil is just amazing. Okay, speaking of taking photos in the Maldives, I used 2 different cameras for a lot of the photos that I took when I was there, and I got so many questions about it on my Instagram, like which cameras I was using and what settings they were on and stuff like that. So I just want to talk about the 2 cameras that I love and I take with me. In addition to my DJI Osmo, this is the camera that I'm actually filming my video on. People ask me all the time what camera I'm using to film all of these videos with, and I always say that I recommend this camera because it's so lightweight and so handy. It's also quite discreet looking, and I love the stabilization of the gimbal because it just makes the footage look very, very seamless and professional. But back to the photos, I used both of these cameras during the day, and for more natural photos, I used this Ricoh GR3 camera. This is like from a Japanese brand. I just have a little Casetify wrist strap on it, but this is just a really nice camera. It's quite spendy, but I would say it's a more affordable version of the Fujifilm cameras. They're quite similar. You can create really nice presets using this camera. There are 3 different saved settings that you can use as well. It just creates photos that look natural, but almost like in a nostalgic way. I'll try to put some photos on screen so you know what I'm talking about. There's just a really nice, beautiful quality to these photos, and they don't look like they're shot from an iPhone. So it's usually pretty obvious when I'm using a camera to take a photo versus when I'm using my iPhone. And then for all of my flash photos, I was using my Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II. The flash is amazing on this. It just really makes you look so smooth and bright and glowy, and you can still see colors in the background, so it's perfect for sunset photos. It's also good for daytime photos when you want to look a little bit more glam. I would say that's kind of what I would call those photos. It's a very glammy photo. This camera is honestly quite heavy compared to the Ricoh, but I would say both are necessary for me to bring on trips because pictures that come out of both are just so different. Okay, now moving on to fashion favorites. I don't have too many to talk about, but the first thing I want to talk about are these shorts from Lululemon. I'll put the name on screen because I'm actually not sure which style they are exactly because I tried on a bunch when I bought these shorts. I know that Lululemon has so many different variations of shorts, but these are my favorite pair because they're just a nice length. They're not too short where you feel like you're revealing a lot of your leg. There are also so many different pockets in these shorts. Like they have it in the waistband, but they also have it in the back, like by your lower back. The cut of these shorts are also very flattering. I love wearing these. These are my go-to shorts for days when I'm running or doing HIIT in the gym. They're just a very comfortable pair of shorts. I'm usually a biker short kind of girl. Like I'll usually wear those kinds of like tighter shorts, but I find that for like HIIT and for running, floaty shorts like these are just a little bit more comfortable and more functional, I guess. I just don't feel as restricted when I'm in these kinds of shorts. I highly recommend it if you guys are looking for a new pair of running shorts. And then my last favorite I want to talk about is a recent bag purchase. I did buy this about a month ago, but I have been using it a lot, so I wanted to talk about it really quick. It's the Prada Bonnie mini bag. This is in the black leather. I love this bag so much. Not only is it a perfect little wrist bag or like in the crook of your elbow kind of bag, it also has a really nice long strap to make it a crossbody bag. The strap also has this little shoulder pad right here, which makes it really comfortable on your shoulders. I like to fill up my bag. I'm a kind of an overpacker, so I always have essentials and emergency things in every bag that I bring out of the house with me. So usually if a bag is kind of heavy and it's with a thin strap, it usually digs into my shoulder and gives me shoulder pain or pain in my traps. So this shoulder strap is actually very comfortable for me to wear. I just adjust it so it's right on my shoulder, and I've never had any pain with this bag. I also love that you can fit so much in this bag. I know it looks kind of small, but there's actually like an inner zipper compartment and you can really just fill it up. It can be filled up to the brim or it can be like half empty, and the shape will still look very nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this spring favorites video, and yeah, I'd also love to know what you've been loving lately because I am always on the hunt for new favorites anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will speak to you guys next time. Bye!